It's Easter week, so I decided to share a story about the time that Kenadie met Jesus in her dream. She passed away in 2018 from a brain tumor when she was 10 years old. 2 years before that, she came up to my husband and I after she woke up and told us about a dream that she just had. She said that she was out in the garage. She looked out the window and she saw a really bad storm coming and it scared her. But then there was this man in the garage. And he had a long beard and long hair, and he was surrounded by children. And he told her that he was going to stay with her for the storm and that she didn't need to be afraid. Then he invited her to join the other kids as he told them a story. We didn't want there to be another storm coming. She had already battled cancer once when she was 2, and the thought of it coming back was scary to us. Also, did she just meet Jesus? Even though we weren't religious, there was something in our hearts. We just knew that that was Jesus in the garage with Kenadie. I looked at her and I said, "Did the storm go away?" And I really wanted her to tell me the storm went away. And she said, "No, it was still coming, but I wasn't afraid anymore." Then she got up and she went and played with her little sister Mila. It was no big deal. I was like, ugh. It freaked me out a little bit at the time because obviously I didn't want a storm to come. But 2 years later, on Christmas Eve, it arrived. She had a headache and we knew that something was wrong. And we ended up losing her almost exactly a month later from a new form of brain cancer that had developed. So at the time, the memories of that dream weren't that comforting to me, I'm going to be honest. But since then, I have formed a relationship with Jesus, who previously he was in the category of maybe he existed. I don't know. I was pretty indifferent to Jesus. And now he has shown up in my life and he is always standing right next to Kenadie. Always. And I am so thankful that that man took away her fear and stood by her side through the storm. And I know now that he was standing by all of us. We just couldn't feel him when we were going through our darkest time. I hope that if you're seeing this and you're going through a really dark time and you feel really alone, if it feels right in your heart to accept that he's walking right next to you or even carrying you through it, do it. If he was willing to be a part of my life, he'll be a part of anybody's life. I think he loves us all equally. That's kind of his jam. That was just on my heart this week. Thanks for listening.